and welcome back to RimWorld. And in the last episode we had a raid which went over a bunch of spikes and just decided that we're done, and they left. A few of them tried to leave by going deeper into the trap labyrinth, which meant that they went over some spike traps and died. Now, during that raid, we actually managed to capture Viper. Viper here is good enough to try to heal and keep. Good shooter. A good planters. We can actually have two, at least. That is kind of decent. And I think, yeah, we have 3 people that is actually really good at plant work, but having one more is just extra hands when there's a lot to harvest. But was it? Yeah, she took a lot of damage because she was lucky enough to survive the spike traps, but yeah, she was inches away from dying. But we managed to save her, and now we just need to recruit her. So, what we are going to do is to see what we can do here first. And we still have a heat wave with 52 degrees Celsius outside, which is very hot. Really not something you want to be in or out in. I had an idea of using the corner as sort of a, what do you say, as oh my god, the brain just don't want to cooperate. But yeah, use the corners that is going to be here. And the reason why I moved the wall a bit is to get a perfect square. If I'm correct, it's a perfect square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it should be. So yeah, what we will do is have say a few beds. Exactly how many? I'm not sure how many we can fit in here. Let's measure it out. We need to be extra careful to make sure that we while we plan it with walls and not the planning tool, we have to make sure it's forbidden to use. We are making granite beds for a very simple reason, which is we don't want stuff to start catching on fire. And I'm actually going to see if we can make the tables. Yep, we can make tables out of stone. And if we make it out of marble, we could increase the decor quite a lot. Yeah, and Yeah, I think something like this. We will have... if we go up here, we will have a dresser, we will have a end table, and there will be a sculpture, which means we are going to need to do sculptures in stone. And if we're going to make them in stone, we should do them in marble. But yeah, it's really good we can do that in stone. And if we put the end tables in like that, also marble. Marble increases... what is it called? I don't remember. What's it called? It increases beauty. Beauty. That's what it is. So having stuff out of marble increases the beauty. Not by a lot, but slightly. And we need a dresser to be marble. And if we put a dresser like that there, and then like that there, and then do this. This should mean we can get as much stuff in here as possible while making the area as small as possible. And what we need to do is have the doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And since it's not an odd number, we can't center it, but that's fine. Having it like this means it's actually less travel between the doors, but and we also need to move this there we go, and there we go. So yeah, I'm not really sure how we will do up here. Let's just let time pass at this point. It's almost 10 minutes in, so while we look at this, we can have time at least slowly progress. Yeah, I think this is a good bedroom slash what do you call it? Bedroom slash food area, like combine. It's basically a barrack, and I'm not sure where to keep the food. We might want to keep it something like here between the bottom and end tables of the room. Keep it like there. The thing is, I'm going to make sure we have a massive amount of packaged survivor meal. Since packaged survival meal doesn't spoil, it doesn't go bad, you don't need... that way you don't actually need like cooling. Now we do want cooling, but we don't need it to be like -degrees. What we do need to do is actually look over the animals, because it should not... Yeah, the zone for falling animal is actually incorrect. It needs to be adjusted. And yep, that's... Let's take a look at grazing. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to go there. Why? Andromeda. That should go to the butcher zone. But yeah, why the animals can like follow, like go in the freezer, shouldn't be possible, so... And that's something you want to avoid. Is when you have a heat wave, for example, is having people and animals going in and out of your fridge or your freezer, because yeah, it's very likely it's going to be above freezing if you don't take care of it. It's going down slowly. The heat wave needs to go away. Just needs to go away. Let's speed up now. And sadly, there's no real way of like copying. Like I can't select this area, copy it as a blueprint, and then do them in the other corners, which is too bad, but it's fairly easily, especially when you have a perfect size room and every room is the exact same size. It's fairly easy to get the same layout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it needs to go up to there. Yeah, so we have quite a lot of wall to cut away. We need to do all of that because the mountain is just 400, whereas granite wall is almost 600. So there's a lot less protection if you have just the mountain. And I think sappers do like a lot more damage against stone. So if you have a granite wall, it might take 3 hits before it disappears, whereas a mountain can like be 1 hitted or 2 hitted before it goes away. kibble is being made. It's... the temperature is going down slightly outside, which is nice. That means the freezer actually works. The heat wave is still ongoing. And let's pause and take a look at Viper. How are you doing? Better. Oh, the heat wave is over. Good. Yeah, there's no real danger. Just for the time being, there's no real danger. The blood loss is slowly going away. And there's a lot of really bad damage, but... oh, a scratch scar on the leg. On the right leg, that's... okay. That's too bad, but... that's fine. It's going to have to be fine, actually. And Viper is no longer incapable of walking. That's good. And Paula is really unhappy. Okay, observed corpse. Where? Where is the corpse? Or is it just lingering? Slept in the heat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it was really hot, and I don't think we had enough cooling capacity to actually keep the bedrooms cool enough. But the heat wave is gone now, so let's do this. Unforbid all items on the ground, and this is slowly getting worked on. Okay. That's silver. Compacted steel. Yeah, as you can see, sandstone stone is 400 health. Compacted steel is 1500, as well as silver ore. So, and I think plasteel is even more than steel. So if you really want to use a mountain as protection without building a wall, make sure you know what it's made of. If it's made of almost purely like steel or plasteel, then it's going to be quite good as protection. Whereas if it's just sandstone, it's most likely not going to be very useful. Most likely. How is the sculpture things looking? Make large sculpture 2 out of 3. Small 0 out of 5. Okay. So there's not a lot of work being done on that. That's okay. I just wonder, where do they put all that work? Like, where do they put all the work hours? Like, all the work effort has to go somewhere. The question is, where is it? Where is it going? Where do they use their time? Now, a good question here is there anything else we need? Like improvised explosive devices? I'm not sure we need. Biofuel refining? I'm not sure that we need multi-barrel weapons. That's miniguns, and miniguns have a terrible accuracy if I'm not wrong, and the range isn't that good. Pulse charged munitions. And yes, you can fire pulse charged munitions for extra damage, but they are very expensive to make. And we take a look. We can make plate armor, we can make simple helmet. We can make prosthetic leg, arm and heart. And we can make a cochlear implant as well. We can make flak. We can make the shield belt. And the shield belt I think we do want. That is going to help us quite a lot against the enemy fire. But other than that, we just want a bunch of assault rifles. Let's not do any of them right now, but because the fire rate is, if I'm not wrong, the best you can get. The range isn't the biggest range you can have, but it's really good for, especially when you consider how quick you shoot. And there's a fair amount of damage. It's so not a long cooldown between the burst shots. Armor penetration is actually quite good. The accuracy across all the ranges is fairly balanced, so even if someone is close, they have a very high likelihood of hitting them. And also in short, medium and long, you have a really good chance of hitting when you shoot. And the melee damage per second is actually not that bad, despite being a ranged weapon. But yeah, we want to make a bunch of assault rifles. That's what we want to do. Heavy SMGs aren't bad either, but if I remember correctly, yeah, it's 60 steel and 6 component. Oh, yeah. But it's a bit away until we actually can do that. There's no point in like start building weapons until we actually know how we are going to lay out things over here, because if it turns out that, oh yeah, we need weapons with like massive range or whatever, we don't want to waste resources now and have to like start the whole process of building weapons all over again because we did the incorrect ones. But yeah, we should be Apollos. Mood is not good. But yeah, we should be having no issues with building this here. There we go. And what I want to do is make sure we cut through here and and build the wall. Keep the mountain basically here, but cut a line through and replace the sandstone walls with actually built granite walls. Let's take a look at this. They want 11 flak vests of normal quality or more, and they will give us Archotech Eye and a Psychic Emanator. The Archotech Eye, it might be I might be interested because of if someone has a eye problem. I don't think we have anyone with eye problems really. Shorta, we might actually want to cut his arm off and replace it, but I'm not sure. I do know, right, Choco had a bad eye if I remember correctly, but we got an Archotech Eye. Right. It's really bad that manipulation is lowered on a few here, because manipulation is something we need to have as high as possible to use our weapons to the utmost. If manipulation is lowered, you get, depending on how low it is or how far away from the max it is, you get, say you have, as Viper has here, a manipulation of 85%. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it does a it multiplies your ability to shoot with manipulation, so 0.85, so it's 15% less than it would have been as a result. But this has been a very peaceful episode, which is really, really nice. We are building this room here, which is going to be the top corner over here. Before we end episode, because we are going to do that, we need to cut a line through here. I'm not sure if I'm going to remove all of this. I might do that, but I might actually keep it. We'll see. And then we are going to see what we can do once we have planned out all the corners and see that all these corner works. That's 8. That's 8. Good. What I need to do here actually is, let's see, where is it? Misc. Moisture pump, right? Nearby train. We need to put it, say, there. And then we need to bring power down here. And what I might do actually is just something very, very simple. Maybe just a wood fire generator. Because all we need to do is no, let's make a solar panel like that. Maybe one more there, we'll see. But basically do this. I'm going to forbid it for now, because we need this area here to be drained so it's not mud. Because the mud makes it so we can't build here. And we need to be able to build the wall over here. Which means we need to use the moisture pump to dry up the mud so it becomes something we can build on. And don't remember how it is, but I think we need to keep the moisture pump here going. I don't remember. We'll see. I will drain it. I will build over it. I think what I have to do is build a wall over, and then I need to build a floor where I'm going to build as well. So once I have dried it up, I need to build floors, and then I can put down as if it was normal ground. But let's look at this here. This is how the room is going to be where they sleep. We are going to have to make sure that we have enough beds for all the colonists that's going to be, like all the people that's going to be living in this fortress, which is going to have to be all of them. We are going to have to see how we do this, because we might have to squeeze in, say, a bed or two more somewhere. But we are going to leave it here. And yeah, the fortress is coming along. We are going to have to see how we do the final defenses with turrets and the shooting range and all of that. But for now, I think we are going to call this episode here. So thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.